Hey everyone! Before we get started learning more about UPenn supplemental essays, we wanted to let you know that with your free CollegeVine account, you can get fast feedback on your college essay with our peer essay review. You'll receive detailed inline edits and actionable steps to improve your essay. If you want to become a better writer, you can also review another student's essay. Visit the link in the description below to sign up and review or submit an essay today.
Essay number 2. At Penn, learning and growth happen outside of the classroom too. How will you explore the community at Penn? Consider how this community will help shape your perspective and identity, and how your identity and perspective will help shape this community. So, what is this prompt really asking? Again, let's break it down. So, at Penn, learning and growth happen outside of the classroom too. How will you explore the community at Penn? This part of the prompt is asking you what activities, what extracurriculars, clubs, research, work study, internships, other programming do you hope to be involved in at Penn? And again, the subtext is always and why. And that's what makes your answer unique, because there are so many people who are going to want to be involved in like the clubs that Penn has to offer, but your reason why is what's unique to you and makes your essay stand out. And then what parts of your identity that exist without academia, or I guess outside of academia, do you want admissions officers to know about? What aspects of who you are that can't really be conveyed as strongly or not centered in an essay about academia do you want admissions officers to know about you? This is a good opportunity to showcase that. And then the prompt asks, consider how this community will help shape your perspective and identity, and how your identity and perspective will help shape this community. So this part of the prompt is really asking you, like, what are you going to bring to these communities? Who are you going to be on campus? What will you contribute to the Penn community? And what do you hope to learn from these communities? Which again is like, I think really speaking to what inspires you about these communities, or why you're drawn to them, why you want to be a part of them, and like how you hope they will help you grow inside and outside of academia. So as we know, the first prompt is all about your academic interests. And I think with the first prompt, if you talk about your academic interests and it naturally goes into a club, like that can't be like the crux of your essay, but possibly depending on what you're writing about, an extracurricular can be included in your first essay, but it's really to talk about your academic pursuits at Penn. And then this essay, on the other hand, is an opportunity to talk about who you are outside of the classroom. The second part, or the second essay, can really be about any part of who you are, as long as it's something you can share with the Penn community. And using past accomplishments or experiences to illustrate your point will make your essay more compelling. So if you can talk about something that you did in high school or middle school, or just something that's part of your identity prior to attending Penn, how you want to continue to grow that part of your identity and explore that part of your identity or passion at Penn, that will make your essay more compelling. And we'll see an example of that in a second. So what are admissions officers looking to find out from this essay? Oops, okay. They're looking to see, what does this applicant like to do outside of school? I think, a lot of people at Penn study, they're nerdy, they are passionate about academics, but admissions officers want to ensure that you are not just a brain inside of a body. They want to know that you have passions and are intellectually curious and you care about joining the community, being part of the Penn community. Yes, will this applicant be an active member of Penn's community? They want to know that. And how would this applicant fit into the community that we're creating? So, Penn doesn't want to accept I don't know, like how many people are in a class? Oh my God, like 2,000 pre-med students, even though I'm sure they could with the amount of people that applied to Penn. They want to make sure that they're creating a diverse class and see where you fall into that. And they want to know, has the applicant really seriously thought about what their life would look like at Penn, or are they using an essay and just subbing in a different school depending on where they're sending their essay to? So has this applicant thought about, are they going to be a good fit here? Is this someone who is going to spend 4 years here? Is this someone who wants to make a contribution to the community and can maybe find clubs, extracurriculars that they feel like they fit into? So, you know, they want to know that you're a good fit and you want to know that you're a good fit for them. Okay. Essay sample number 2, an excerpt for the second essay question. We're going to see what works about this essay. So this is the excerpt. When I made my way down Locust Walk during my visit to campus, I was intrigued by a quaint, inviting building that read Civic House. I cautiously made my way inside, but was promptly welcomed by kind work studies students who informed me of the many programs run out of Civic House, one of them being Penn Alternate Break. Since joining Habitat for Humanity my freshman year of high school, I have found immense purpose in prioritizing the voices and needs of those impacted by injustices and cultivating sustainable community partnerships in the process. I'm excited about the possibility of joining PAB because it would connect me with other social justice-minded peers working toward a similar mission. So what works about this essay? All right, let's break it down. We have, when I made my way down Locust Walk during visit to campus, intrigued by the building, I cautiously made my way inside, but was promptly welcomed by kind work study students. They informed me of many programs. This scene illustrates the applicant taking initiative to learn about Penn, perhaps when they were nervous, you know, they don't attend the school. This is probably maybe their first time on campus, but they are curious to know about Penn enough to go walk into this building and ask and meet other people and make an effort to see what the community is like. And this isn't going to be everyone's example, and you don't have to have visited campus to have a compelling example whatsoever. You can still write about what you're interested in joining, how you want to be a part of the community, but this, if you have visited campus, that could be a good angle to take. And then this example here pinpoints a specific program that resonated with them. So I think even more so than just saying, if this applicant were to say, I walked by Civic House and I went inside and I was really drawn to their mission to do social justice work both in and beyond the Penn community. This is more specific than that because it looks at a program a specific program that the applicant is interested in joining. And then we have, since joining Habitat for Humanity my freshman year of high school, I have found immense purpose in prioritizing the voices, needs, impacted by injustices, cultivating communities and partnerships in the process. I'm excited about the possibility of joining PAB because it would connect me with other social justice-minded peers working toward a similar mission. So as I talked about before, incorporating past experiences that illustrate the passion that speak to the same interest you have that would like apply to the club or extracurricular you're joining is a compelling way to show why you are interested in that club or that area of whatever it is. So, and then we have, I have found immense purpose in prioritizing the voices. We see what about that experience was meaningful to them and how they'll then be able to also find that same meaning and purpose potentially through Penn Alternate Break. And then the applicant gives a very specific why they're interested in, I guess a few reasons why they're interested in Penn Alternate Break. One of those being that they will continue to be able to continue to pursue social justice within and beyond the Penn community. They'll be able to meet peers with the same goals, and they would also be able to do that while working toward a similar mission of creating sustainable community partnerships and working with those who are impacted by injustice.